three attorneys.
Former President Jimmy Carter delivers more than a Sunday school message this morning in Plains. What he said that's making headlines across the nation. Plus, reach for your dreams does it big again this year. Straight ahead, how many smiling faces walked away with a new toy for Christmas.
And we saw another gorgeous weekend day. Will this nice weather stick with us for the work week? Details just ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Rosalind Giles. We begin tonight with former President Jimmy Carter's big announcement today at the Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains. Carter says he's cancer-free. His most recent MRI brain scan, he says, did not show any signs of the original cancer spots or any new ones. The 91-year-old added that he will continue to get regular 3-week immunotherapy treatments. Carter first revealed the news to his Sunday school class today, 4 months after his brain cancer diagnosis. President Obama said to deliver a rare Oval Office address to the nation tonight about what the government is doing to keep Americans safe. The address will also touch on terror threats in the aftermath of the San Bernardino attacks that killed 14 people. Yesterday, ISIS hailed the San Bernardino shooters as supporters of the terror group. President Obama's Oval Office address will air on ABC at 8 Eastern. Well, the San Bernardino continues to recover following those deadly terror attacks that left 14 people dead and many others injured. ABC's Elizabeth Herr has the latest.
We have gunshots. We have gunshots.
The terror attack in San Bernardino is forcing law enforcement officials and the intelligence community to wrestle with possibility of new, unpredictable, homegrown terror threats. Threats that are prompting President Obama to give a rare Oval Office address to a shaken nation.
I think he'll talk about the actions that we've taken, not just since 9/11, but since Paris, to help keep the American people and American interests safe.
The president huddled with his top national security advisors on Saturday as the FBI is investigating computer and phone files to figure out if the two shooters reached out to ISIS or other radicals before the attack.
We have hundreds of people running down leads all over the world on this, trying to understand the electronic record around these two killers.
The FBI also raided the home of Enrique Marquez, the man believed to have supplied Syed Farouk with 2 high-powered rifles used in the attack that killed 14 people.
I woke up to a loudspeaker phone saying, residents of 3838, please come out with your hands up.
That's when I heard the windows crashing, the garage door being pulled, doors being broken down.
Officials have been unable to talk to Marquez as he has checked himself into a mental hospital shortly after the massacre. But an FBI crime scene reconstruction team is now using lasers to retrace every bullet fired in a room that bears horrible memories for survivors.
It was scary. It was really, really scary. I saw 2 bodies laying on the floor in a puddle of blood.
And tonight, the president's speech comes as FBI agents are fanned across the country and the world urgently hunting for answers. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Well, you certainly could use a coat heading out the door this morning, but it turned out to be a wonderful Sunday. Will this weather pattern, though, we're seeing continue into the work week? Let's check in with Elizabeth.
Well, the good news, Roz, we're going to continue to see this very nice weather all the way through the work week. Temperatures staying in the 60s for your afternoon highs. Of course, we will continue to see the cool mornings, but that's what we should expect for this time of year. Average December weather is the forecast, and it's a gorgeous evening outside. Looking out from our Alpha Insurance Skycam over Eufaula, a really pretty sunset with a few clouds out there, mainly high, thin clouds, a few other clouds rolling in, low-level clouds. So we'll call it mostly clear to partly cloudy for the rest of the night. Temperature-wise, we'll get down into those low 50s, but more on your work week forecast. Let you know when we can expect rain next coming up.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you. The search for a Columbus murder suspect continues tonight. Police are looking for this man, Roger Thomas. He is wanted in connection with the shooting death of 32-year-old Demetrius Williams. Now, he was shot and killed at Mellon and Bernard Drive around 11 Friday night. A motive for the shooting is unclear. If you know where Thomas may be, police want you to call 911. A Sylacauga man is dead tonight following a traffic accident. Officials say Alexander Beard was killed Friday when his Chevrolet Silverado collided with the Honda Civic. The accident happened on Marble Valley Road, 12 miles south of Fayetteville. Bird was pronounced dead at the scene. Alabama state troopers are investigating. That is Beard. Well, just weeks before Christmas, thousands of kids have an extra gift thanks to a Columbus nonprofit organization. Newsleader 9's Arisha Jones is in the newsroom to tell us more about the annual toy giveaway held this afternoon. Hi, Arisha.
Well, Rosalind, at least 1,000 individuals and families packed the Shirley Winston Recreation Center in Columbus today to enjoy hundreds of free giveaways. Reach for Your Dreams and their media partner 98.3 The Beat wanted to give people something to smile about just weeks before Christmas.
We want to make sure that people that are not necessarily in need, but anyone who might want to come out as a family, or if they're in need, that they're able to get a Sunday dinner, traditional Christmas dinner, and that their kids are able to get a toy.
During the 7th annual toy giveaway sponsored by the nonprofit organization, families were able to enjoy a free home-cooked meal, games, music, and every child received a free toy. But there were some difficulties to make that happen.
This year, I had to pretty much come out my pocket to do it and donate to the organization. We got a little bit of donations, and we did at the end get donations from Toys for Tots, which really helped us.
The ARC of Greater Columbus stepped in to help at the last minute.
I heard Gwinnette's cry on Facebook through one of my friends, and I decided we got to do something about that. The children in this town just have to have toys, disabled or not. So some of my board and I got together, we went shopping, and we came up with 30 toys. And we brought them over last night, and we were so pleased to participate.
The Columbus Barbers United organization, which consists of 7 different barbershops with about 25 members, gave out 50 free haircuts to children at the event. The toy giveaway and Christmas dinner event is also hosted in Atlanta by Reach for Your Dreams. Back to you, Rosalind.
All right, thank you very much, Arisha. And Reach for Your Dreams also held a toy giveaway on last year. Now, if you want your Christmas packages to arrive on time this holiday season, here are some dates you need to keep in mind. All standard posts should be mailed off by December 15th. You have until December 19th for first class mail. The deadline for priority mail is December 21st, and Priority Express is the 23rd. Now, for more information on the deadlines, you can visit our website, WTVM.com. Family and friends said their final farewell to a prominent Columbus pediatrician and allergist today. A memorial service for Dr. Marvin Cohen was held today at Temple Israel on Wildwood Avenue in Columbus. Cohen died Tuesday after battling a long illness. Treating 4 generations of patients, Cohen practiced for a total of 47 years. He was 85. In Montgomery, Alabama, people continue to celebrate Rosa Parks' Mark on History. Yesterday at the YMCA on Rosa Parks Avenue, they celebrated the Montgomery bus boycott with a community block party. There was food, live music, and the replica bus Rosa Parks was arrested on was on site as well. For organizers, this is a way to keep history alive and unite the community.
So why not come together so we can, celebrate together, and so that people can learn, not after 25 years, not after 50 years, but we can learn every year about our history.
Rosa Parks is considered the mother of the modern-day civil rights movement by many. When she refused to give up her seat on the bus, she triggered the historic bus boycott that led to a change in the civil rights movement. A close call for actor Morgan Freeman as a plane he is flying in crashes. We'll have an update on his condition. Plus shocking comments from the president of Liberty University. Reaction to what he's telling his students to do in light of mass shootings coming up next.
And here's your Colony Bank Fish and Game forecast for Monday. Best times to get out will be 11 in the morning and 11 o'clock at night. For more on that, you can visit WTVM.com. Coming up after the break, they'll have a full check of your workweek forecast. Stay tuned.
you can count on. This is WTVM News Leader 9.
The president of Liberty University is urging students to arm themselves in light of the mass shootings in California. Jerry Falwell Jr. made the comments during a school convocation Friday. His comments left many people shocked, including the local Islamic Association. A representative wants people to understand the difference between radicalized Muslims and Islam.
Our religion it has been hijacked by those extremists and fundamentalists, and unfortunately we the normal Muslims are paying the price.
Now, when asked to clarify the statements, Falwell said he wasn't talking about all Muslims, just those who perpetrate attacks. Falwell tells CNN he doesn't want what happened in San Bernardino to happen at Liberty, saying, quote, "I want us to be prepared," end quote. Falwell's comments sparked outrage, with thousands commenting on social media. A close call for actor Morgan Freeman. A private plane he was made in had a hard landing last night. The Oscar winner was traveling from Mississippi to Texas when the plane's tires blew out after takeoff. The plane made an emergency landing, then skidded off the runway, damaging it further. Only the 78-year-old actor and the pilot were on board. No one was injured. Another aircraft was scheduled to pick Morgan up and take him to Houston. On December 17th, 1941, Japan's Navy and Air Force landed a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Their target, the United States Navy Pacific Fleet. More than 2,400 Americans were killed, half of the U.S. fleet was lost, and all 8 battleships were damaged or destroyed. Congress immediately declared war on Japan, and Nazi Germany then declared war on the United States. Tomorrow marks the 74th anniversary of that infamous day. And a day we'll never forget indeed.
Definitely go down in history. Well, the weather,
yes,
very nice. Right where we should be. It's a little warmer than average for December, but we'll definitely take it. Yeah, it was a little warm out there this afternoon. Definitely a little warmer than my forecast, you could say. Temperatures about 3 degrees above that. But that is good news. Warmer temperatures for the afternoon after some cool starts. Let's see what's trending in that forecast. The quiet weather pattern, of course, sticking with us for the next couple of days. Dry through the week. Not expecting any rain all the way through Monday through Thursday. Friday, slight chance of rain into the forecast, but I'll show you here in just a second. It's a very low one. A bit above average, as I was saying. Those high temperatures reaching the upper 60s, even low 70s by the end of the work week going into next weekend. And then that next rainmaker, that'll come through later this week going into the weekend, so slowly increasing our rain chances for Friday and Saturday. Right now, the best time to see any rain is going to be next Sunday into Monday morning, but don't worry about that just yet. Enjoy about the very enjoyable weather that we're going to see, all because of this high pressure that's keeping things pretty quiet here across most of the southeast. This area of low pressure that has this cold front that is moving east, it's lacking a lot of moisture, so the only thing we're going to see from that is an increase of cloud coverage tonight into tomorrow morning. But other than that, not driving any type of weather with that one. Seeing 60s and upper 50s from the Carolinas back towards Oklahoma. So very mild weather across most of the area. Again, quiet as well. Not expecting much in the way of rain across most of the southeast here over the next few days. Back home, though, looking at 60 in Union Springs, 55 in Alexander City, 63 here in the Fountain City, and 57 down at Fort Benning. Over the next 12 hours, of course, you can expect a slow cool down during the overnight hours, expecting temperatures in the upper 40s for late evening, early Monday morning. Then Monday at the bus stop, 46 degrees will be the temperature. So a little on the cool side. You'll definitely want the jacket, but we're going to look at clear skies. Again, a few clouds in the morning, but we'll call it partly cloudy. And then by the afternoon time, nothing but sunshine for your Monday. So I hope you enjoy the very nice weather that we're going to see all across the Chattahoochee Valley. Your hometown forecast, 42 in Americus this evening, 45 there in LaGrange, 46 in Auburn, 43 there in Eufaula. And tomorrow, those afternoon highs again a little bit above average, upper 60s. Some could see that 70-degree mark, forecasting 72 in LaGrange, 66 in Auburn, 69 there in Americus, 73 in Eufaula. The next few days looking more and more like each day before it. Wednesday, a little cooler as that front comes through. We'll get a little drier air in here, mid-60s for Wednesday, but keeping those overnight lows in the 40s all all work week long, so definitely want the jacket each day at the bus stop. By Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we do see those low 70s across the board, a little bit more moisture around, and there's that rain chance on your next 9 on 9 Sunday night into Monday as of right now. But enjoy the weather, enjoy the sunshine, and if you have any plans, don't have to worry about the weather.
Absolutely, and the temperature is itching up a bit on the weekend.
Yeah, inching up a bit. We'll get a little rain, as of right now, expecting a little bit of rain, but still not a bad forecast.
Sounds great, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, the Atlanta Falcons are now fighting for their playoff chances. Could they keep postseason hopes afloat, or would the Buccaneers sink them in Tampa? Plus, just 1 year into his job at Auburn, Will Muschamp is already on his way out. We'll tell you where Coach Boom is headed. And Auburn, Alabama, and Georgia are bowl bound. We'll tell you where you can find them during the holiday games. Sports is next.
From WTVM Sports Leader 9, Paul Stockman.
South Carolina's season may be over, but they're still making headlines, and the Gamecocks are bringing the boom to Columbia. The team announced earlier today that Will Muschamp will be heading to South Carolina to be the new head coach. Coach Boom spent the last season as defensive coordinator at Auburn, but before then he is head coach at Florida, where he had a 28-21 record with the Gators. The USC Board of Trustees are scheduled to meet tomorrow morning to discuss an athletics employment contract in their executive session, and they're also scheduling a press conference on Monday. And of course, it's the least surprising news of the day, but at least it's officially official. Georgia announced earlier today that Kirby Smart will be its new head coach. Smart played for Georgia in the 90s and has been defensive coordinator at Alabama since 2008. He will still coach the Crimson Tide in their college football playoff game. Speaking of which, we've known for just about 18 hours now just who would make that college football playoff. It's down, of course, Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Michigan State, the top four. But now it's about who's playing who. Or whom, in case my high school English teacher is watching. Anyway, here are your college football playoff semifinal matchups. Number 2 Alabama will go up against number 3 Michigan State in the Cotton Bowl. That's the late game starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on December 31st. The other game between number 1 Clemson and number 4 Oklahoma starts at 4 Eastern. The 2 winners, of course, will meet in the national championship game on January 11th at University of Phoenix Stadium in Arizona. Meanwhile, the Auburn Tigers won't have to go far for its bowl game. They are staying in state to play Memphis in the Birmingham Bowl. It'll be a tough challenge for the Tigers as Memphis has already knocked off an SEC foe at home this season. They beat Ole Miss back on October 17th. They were at one point considered a dark horse contender for the college football playoff, but 3 straight losses in November kept them out of it. Auburn will play Memphis on December 30th. Kickoff set for noon Eastern, 11 Central. That game will be played at Legion Field. Georgia will head to familiar territory for its bowl game. They'll play in the Tax Slayer Bowl in Jacksonville against Penn State. That game will be at Everbank Field. That's the site of the annual world's largest cocktail party, so the Bulldogs will not be in uncharted waters. The Nittany Lions are 7-5 with 4 of those 5 losses coming against ranked opponents. Their coach James Franklin is all too familiar with Georgia. He was the head coach at Vanderbilt from 2011 to 2013. He only beat Georgia once in those 3 years. Kickoff for that game set for January 2nd at noon Eastern. Here's some of the other bowl games involving the remaining SEC teams. LSU and Texas Tech are 2 teams that won't travel very far for their bowl game. They meet in the Advocare V100 Texas Bowl. Mississippi State goes to Charlotte, where they'll face the NC State Wolfpack in the Belk Bowl. Texas A&M and Louisville go to Nashville and meet in the Music City Bowl. The Outback Bowl will host Northwestern and Tennessee for their annual Big Ten SEC clash in Tampa. Florida and Michigan will meet once again in a postseason bowl, this time the Citrus Bowl. Arkansas and Kansas State will face off in the Liberty Bowl, and the biggest remaining game for the SEC teams will be in New Orleans, as Ole Miss and Oklahoma State will face off in the Sugar Bowl. There's also some other football going on today in the NFL. Falcons and Buccaneers going up against each other down in Tampa in the 4th quarter. Falcons down 16-12. Matt Ryan here on play action will find Nick Williams out of the backfield for a 5-yard score. Dirty Birds up 19-16 in the 4th. But on the next drive, or late in the game, rather, late drive for the Bucs, Jameis Winston back to pass, rolls out, finds Mike Evans in the end zone to make it 23-19 Tampa Bay. Final minute, Falcons needing to get going here. Ryan throws over the middle, intercepted by Levante David. That'll seal the game. Tampa Bay goes on to win 23-19. Falcons have lost 5 games in a row. They're now 6-6 after a 5-0 start. And that is your look at sports.
Ouch for the Falcons.
Ouch.
Man, now they're just hoping to go to the playoffs.
Gosh, we'll see if that happens.
Oh, man. I'm rooting for them. Let's go. Come on, Dirty Birds.
Exactly. And some great matchups for the bowl games that are coming up.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be interesting. I know, Liz, you're from Memphis,
I
right?
I am, and it's really hard because I love Auburn, it's here, but Memphis is home, so go Tigers.
Oh, okay.
The other Tigers.
Yeah. You can say go Tigers either way.
And
It'll work.
Mississippi State get in the matchup?
They did.
Yeah,
they did. They're playing
I believe they're playing
State.
North Carolina State, yes.
In Charlotte. So, yeah, I'll be rooting for both of my teams, and go Tigers. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, good job.
All right, well, tonight, do people need to kind of wear a jacket? Is it kind of cool down a little bit?
Cool out there. Not as cool as the last couple of nights for the early evening hours, but tomorrow morning at the bus stop, it is going to be cool. Mid-40s, but plenty of sunshine. Another gorgeous day for your Monday. This weather definitely making my job very easy. So very nice out there. So we'll keep the sunshine in place for the rest of the work week, really. That rain not coming in until Friday, Saturday, and next Sunday. So just gorgeous weather across the board. And there's a lot of stuff going on across the Chattahoochee Valley, and you're getting ready for your holiday shopping and everything.
Absolutely.
And you just not having to worry about the weather. So, yeah, looking great.
Get out there, whatever you want to do with those lights out in the yard, around the home.
Around the home.
Great weather to do it.
Everything is looking really nice. Yep.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight. Not sure we're going to come on at 11, but we do have the president coming to speak with us about the terror attack. So we'll be coming on after that. We look to see you then. Have a great one, everyone.